Over the last few years, we have driven a number of electric vehicles that are available in South Africa. But one thing we haven't driven is an electric commercial vehicle. Well, until today. This is the DFSK EC35, I know, long name, but this car is set to change the way things work in the electric commercial sector in our country. This specific vehicle is a testing mule that is currently in our country to get feedback from consumers and entrepreneurs to see just how they can customize this car when it launches next year in our country. So for instance, this bull bar, this comes from a South African customer, and many other features come from the feedback of customers that are going to be using a vehicle such as this. At first glance, it looks like an old school van, something you would see in the Soviet Union era. But underneath the skin, it's actually a very smart vehicle. On the inside, it's no secret that it is strictly business inside here, but practical business. First and foremost, you can put up to a ton in here, which is actually very good. You've got 2.5 meters lengthwise, you've got 1.4 meter in terms of width, and from a height perspective, you've got 1.2 meters. So from a box perspective, from tools and all sorts of things that are used in the commercial sector, this can actually work. We need to remember that this is a test mule, so things like this that don't really seem in place, hopefully will be fixed. Again, it is strictly business inside here. You do, however, have a touchscreen infotainment system, and I don't think it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but nor does it need to have that. In terms of driving, the position is quite interesting in that you're quite high up and you end up looking down. A few quirks I must mention. This car has got a rev counter. Who knows why? No one knows. Overall, however, it's very much a panel van inside here. Okay, let's talk about the important stuff. This vehicle has got a 38.7 kilowatt-hour battery, which means it will give you a range of up to 270 kilometers, which is not bad at all. Power-wise, you've got 60 kilowatts and 200 newton meters that come out of this battery pack. And I must tell you, this thing is actually quite zippy. A bit scary at times, but zippy nonetheless. But this car for me is actually very important because when it comes to electrification in our country, we know that we're a few years back. But I like the fact that we've got cars like this that are coming in now and doing some testing, because in the next few years, you never know, your next delivery could come from an electric van such as this. So I say, well done to these guys for innovating quite early.